Hey guys, it's Rami here with details on a brand new stimulus bill that was just introduced to Congress. This one is different from the stimulus package 4 that would have the Heroes Fund and some other things. This is a brand new stimulus bill that was just announced yesterday, and it was introduced by two Democratic House representatives that would expand the payments to $2,000 on a monthly basis until employment returns to pre-crisis levels. This bill is called the Emergency Money for the People Act. So let's see what the details of this bill are, because it sounds really interesting and actually would provide more money to more people. So please make sure you hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel, and also click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new content for you. Now, before I continue and before I get all the hate comments down below, this is still just an idea. Just an idea, but seems to have some weight behind it. And there are some co-sponsors to this bill as well. So it was already introduced to the House, but it still has to be talked about in the House, pass the House, then go to the Senate and pass the Senate, then get signed by the president. That process for the CARES Act Stimulus Package 3 took about 3 weeks. That was the package that pushed the $1,200 stimulus checks that you either got already yesterday or you're still waiting on. We'll just have to wait and see how much traction this new bill will get now. Okay, so Representative Ro Khanna from California said that a one-time $1,200 check isn't going to cut it. Americans need sustained cash infusions for the duration of this crisis in order to come out on the other side alive, healthy, and ready to get back to work. I kind of agree with him on this. I mean, a one-time $1,200 check is not going to help someone who just lost their job and was making $40,000, $50,000, $70,000 a year or whatever. So Congressman Khanna and Congressman Tim Ryan from Ohio introduced this new bill that expands relief to more Americans and includes a $2,000 monthly payment to every qualifying American over the age of 16 for up to 12 months. It also fixes the problems with the CARES Act in that it will ensure college students and adults with disabilities can still receive the payments even if they are claimed as a dependent. The Emergency Money for the People Act additionally recognizes that not everyone has a bank or a home address to receive a check. So it will actually allow individuals to get this money through direct deposit, check, prepaid debit card, or mobile money platforms such as Venmo or PayPal. This is great. So people won't have to deal with the IRS portals that are not working, and also helps people who had wrong bank information on their last tax return and the IRS is not allowing them to change it, like what's happening right now. Now let's get to some details of this new bill and see who would actually qualify. If you're 16 years or older and make less than $130,000 annually, you would receive at least $2,000 per month. That's if you were single. Married couples earning less than $260,000 would receive at least $4,000 per month. So these limitations are almost double those of the CARES Act $1,200 checks. For single people, it goes up from $75,000 to now this is $130,000. And for married couples filing jointly, it goes up from $150,000 right now to $260,000. This is great and will cover a lot more people. On top of that, qualifying families with children will receive an additional $500 per child for up to 3 children. So a married couple making under $260,000 with 3 kids would receive $5,500 per month. Those who had no earnings, were unemployed, or are currently unemployed would also be eligible. Those who were not eligible in 2019 or 2018, but it would be eligible in 2020, could submit at least 2 consecutive months of paychecks to verify income eligibility. And finally, the Emergency Money for the People Act also expands the program to millions more Americans who were excluded from the CARES cash rebates. Those people such as college students and adults with disabilities who are still claimed as a dependent. The individual will receive the payment and their parent or guardian will also receive the dependent credit. Now let's take a look at a couple of disclaimers. First, how long are you going to be getting this $2,000 per month if this bill passes? They're looking at something very interesting here. They're actually looking at the employment to population ratio for people ages 16 and over. So the number they like here is 60%, meaning as long as the percentage of people who can work and are over 16 years old are working is less than 60% of the population, we will receive this money. With millions of Americans filing for unemployment right now, the unemployment rate will be horrible. March and April numbers already look crazy. Now they're going to assess this number every 6 months. So once this bill is approved, hopefully, you'll be guaranteed to get this monthly money for 6 months. After those 6 months, if employment to population ratio is still under 60%, then you'll get an additional 6 months of payment. If the ratio is 60% or higher, then the payments will stop. So far, so good. I hope you're still with me here. Next detail I want to point out here is the reduction of the payments according to your income. So very similar to the CARES Act, the amount of money you'll receive will be reduced in relation to how much you make. So the lower limit for single filers is $130,000, and for married filing jointly, it's $260,000. Now, for every $1,000 more you make on top of these limits, your payment will be reduced by 5%. And remember, these are also adjusted gross income. So that will be very, very good if it passes. So that's it, guys. That's what I have for now. These are the details of the new proposed bill. Yes, this was just introduced. It's not reality. I'm not trying to give you false hope or anything. I'm just reporting on what's new in regards to all these stimulus packages and potential money that we can get from the government. It seems like people in government and the president himself are willing to discuss a second wave of stimulus payments directly to the American people. And this bill I like. It definitely covers a lot more people as far as high earners, and also covers people like college students and seniors who were claimed as dependents and didn't get any money under the CARES Act. So I'll definitely be watching the progress of this bill closely, and hopefully it comes to fruition, and I will let you know once it does. All right, so if you really like free money, make sure to check out Webull investing app. When you sign up and deposit just $100 using the link in the description, you'll get 2 free stocks, one valued at up to $250 and the other up to $1,400. It's kind of like a lottery in terms of how much you actually will get. So thanks guys for watching. Hope this video was helpful. Hope you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and make sure to hit that notifications bell. And please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.